And there's my kitty cats. They come around this time. It's getting a little late in the day on the Sunday. Yeah, I'm working 7 days a week. Typical. And they come in and they getting ready for feed time. Welcome to Classic Car Creations, everybody. I'm Earl. This is the shop on a Sunday afternoon. And I just want to show you a good friend of mine I watch on YouTube an awful lot. It's the Duck Man. That's his page, and that's Eleanor. Anybody who's tagging along with me on my page, please see that guy. He's awesome. He does a lot of updates, and he's doing a chop top oval, and it's an amazing car. I'm going to show you what's going on around here because, anyway, that car is coming in. It'll maybe be later this year. But anyway, I'll give you a quick run around here. Bear with this shop. It is a mess. There's the Trans Am. It's actually in final. All we have to do is just a couple little things. I restored both left front fender flares. We had an issue with the aftermarket. They don't fit the car, so I restored his original one that was all cracked and broke, and we used the correct materials and fixed it. It was busted all the way down the middle. And that's what she looks like now on the inside. That's the little shadow of what's left of the repair, and she's out of the gun and done. So that's going on the car this week, and we're going to finish her out. And this duster over here is coming out of hibernation. We're ripping the 446 pack out. We're going with a Gen 2 572. So that's going to be a project coming up. I think you would like to tune in on that. I'm going to do that one start to finish. Plus the Christine car is coming in for a big upgrade on the drivetrain. In the paint booth here, which is actually my prep booth, this is a 57 Chevy 150 model. You might have seen on some previous videos. I'm sorry I don't have any action videos because I am not set up. I'm doing this all on a little phone. But anyway, I'm in the bodywork process. The roof got all painted. I'm just going to sneak peek you here. There you go. It's all done. I did the front dash. The whole forward portion of the car is done. And I got all this big real estate done, as in the last video you saw it in primer. Right now I'm doing 2K on the top, a couple high build on the bottom there. It's 4:1 super build, and if you notice, I'm blocking to all the reference points, so there's nothing much in the panel. And it profiles out. I take a gauge and I do the left and the right, and I make sure she sits nice and pretty. By the way, this is the spec gauge. If you can read this, this is the spec gauge that I did all the 5 Christine cars. We were joking about it. It's the Christine movie car approved gauge. I just find that funny because you get a little quirky when you do these cars, and they all get me googly-eyed. But anyway, the profile is similar in terms of the curve. If I turn this way, it would actually do that. So you can see that. So we flip it over, and the curve is that way. So the curve follows fine through the panel. Go around to the other side. I'm profiling the car. What I do is I do the left and the right are identical to the same. So I do the same thing and glide her right across. Again, working to all the high points. You can see a low point, high points all the way through. Every car has that. Doesn't matter what I work on. All these 30 years that I've been doing auto body, doesn't matter. But I build the car up. I don't build it down. Building down process would mean skim coating the whole car and then blocking it to reference. What I do is I find my references and I build up off of those references and I keep those throughout the build. That's called building up. It's not as time productive as building down is. But I like that method better than building down. Building down, you actually put too much material onto the car. I don't like to do that. Most of this stuff gets blocked off and blown out. So I'm on my third coat of 4:1 super build and 2K on the top. I don't like using 4:1 super build all the time because it's concrete and it's a nightmare to sand. But it is a fantastic product and it holds out fantastic for the life of the body work that you're going to do on the car. As long as it's prepped right and you don't miss an area of sanding, because you can see where I sanded. And then you can see where I haven't sanded. And if I've ever shot anything over that where I haven't sanded, it's not going to stay on the car. Everything has to be scuffed and blocked down. I like to put a lot of teeth into the bodywork in order to lay another application down. If you do not do that, I promise you it will fail on you. So no stone unturned. And also another thing, when I block, I try to keep my hands off the car. Right now, it doesn't matter. I'm going to block it anyway. But normally I don't touch the car when I start bodyworking process. Any screw up in the substrate causes me headaches on the end game. And paint being almost $900 a gallon for Chroma Premier, I don't want to play that game. So anyway, that's the 57 Chevy. Over here we have a 53 Ford cab. Just fabricated the roof, put the drip rail on it. We're making patch panels and stuff. We're doing a custom resto mod, and we're still working on stripping and doing metal work here. And we're going to go last but not least, into to the crest perm. There we go. Okay, here we go. This one here, this is the 53 Ford with the 302 with the ProFlow 3, C6 transmission, 9-inch rear on a TCI chassis. Really kick-ass truck. Right now we're doing all mock-up of the front end. We're waiting for some L channel here to come in so we can take that nose and put it right on this puppy here and get it all tilt action. We've already mounted the cab back on the chassis, done some metal work, some stripping, everything, have some OSFO put in. Glenn uses that a lot on his car. Well, we use it here in the shop as well. When we're getting ready to final that floor, we're going to sand most of that OSFO down. We're going to zinc chromate, and then we can put whatever we want on top of it, and it's good for the life of the vehicle. Anywhere where you see the light green stuff is zinc chromate. That's 2580CR Axalta product, one of the best products out there. PPG is also a kick-ass product, but we use all Axalta because that's what our jobber sends us. So that's what's going on the 53 Ford. We're finaling the mock-up. We're going to get the tilt nose on, finish the fender wells and the mounting to the radiator. We're going to put the steering column in, put the BBK headers on, and do the exhaust system as well. After we're done completing all that, since we've already fitted most of the panels, we just make sure the tilt nose is fitted, and voila, we're going to be good. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. I've said enough. Take care.